Extremely embarrassing. And it's a fireable offense, if you ask me. Trying to mask, put makeup, not mention, do certain things, and then in the most gotta have it moment of the game, this is probably the only team in the National Football League that takes their starting quarterback out of the game.
Yeah, it's a 2-point play. Didn't come through on our first 2-point play. Got to the second 2-point play, we didn't come through. But that's on me.
Was that play call yours or Tommy's?
I'm responsible for all of it.
Cam Newton is not holding back, and he's got some strong words for Kevin Stefanski. The former NFL quarterback is absolutely going all out, calling Stefanski's decision to pull Shedeur-Sanders in the final drive of the game a fireable offense. That's right, Cam's making it crystal clear. This is the kind of move that should cost Stefanski his job. Now, why is this so significant? According to Cam, the Browns are the only team in the NFL that would make such a questionable decision. Pulling your best player off the field when it matters most? That's not just a bad move. It's a statement about the direction of the team. And it's a move that's quickly becoming the hot topic around Cleveland and beyond. The narrative against Stefanski is shifting, and the pressure is on. Everyone is watching now, and it seems like the Browns have no choice but to make a move.
These type of decisions really is beyond even a head scratch. It's like, what are we really doing here? Are we really trying to win? Because some of the things that we're showing on film will really have a person to say like, yo.
But Cam Newton didn't stop at just criticizing Stefanski for the decision. He took it a step further, suggesting that the move was a clear indication that Stefanski wasn't really trying to win the game. Cam raised a serious question. How could Stefanski possibly think he had a chance to win when he pulled his best quarterback off the field in the most crucial moment? According to Cam, it wasn't just a bad strategy. It seemed like Stefanski didn't want Shedeur-Sanders to be the hero of the night. In Cam's eyes, it was almost as if Stefanski was actively sabotaging the team's chances. Cam Newton went on to say that maybe, just maybe, people could have understood Stefanski's decision if the team had been performing poorly, or if Shedeur-Sanders had been having an average game. But that wasn't the case. Shedeur was having an outstanding game, by far the best of his career, throwing 4 touchdowns before that pivotal moment. Cam didn't hold back, calling the decision to pull Shedeur out embarrassing. In fact, he said embarrassing didn't even begin to cover it. It was a move that not only undermined the team's chances, but also left everyone questioning Stefanski's judgment in the most crucial moment of the game.
Especially given the circumstance of the game that Shedeur-Sanders is having at that specific point in time, and to take him out, embarrassing is an understatement in this type of thing. It's just hard to be a Cleveland Browns fan.
Cam also pointed out just how difficult it would be for Browns fans to swallow this decision, especially for those who were in the stadium, witnessing it firsthand. He made a valid point. It's tough to be a fan of a team when the coach is making moves that don't seem to make any sense. For fans who had invested their time, energy, and passion into supporting the team, seeing Stefanski make such a baffling choice only adds to the frustration. And Cam wasn't wrong. It's hard to stay optimistic when your coach keeps making decisions that leave you scratching your head.
It's just hard to be a Cleveland Browns fan, and just imagine being in the game or at the stadium watching that transpire in real time.
Things could have settled down a bit if Stefanski had just admitted his mistake in the post-game press conference. But instead, he doubled down on his decision, making it clear that he purposely pulled Shedeur-Sanders from that final drive. Stefanski even went as far as to suggest that if Shedeur had stayed in, the Browns would have won, and Shedeur would have been the hero of the moment. That right there only added fuel to the fire. Instead of taking accountability, Stefanski's comments seemed to reinforce the idea that he didn't want Shedeur to have the spotlight. Kevin Stefanski stuck to his guns, insisting that his decision was based on prior discussions and something he felt confident about, so he went ahead with it. It was as though he wasn't even fazed by the backlash. After hearing statements like this, it's no surprise that both fans and analysts are fuming. It almost felt like Stefanski didn't want Shedeur to be the one to lead the Browns to victory, even though it was clearly his time to step up. Stefanski might be owning the mistake, but there's no sign of regret or second thoughts. Let's dive deeper into his comments and see exactly what he had to say.
Kevin, on the first one, just I guess what prompted wanting to go forward in that scenario?
Yeah, it's a scenario that we talk about a lot. That's something that when you're down 14, feel good about the decision there.
During the press conference, Shedeur didn't hide his frustration with the decision. He made it clear that throughout the game, he was the one making plays and keeping the offense moving. Shedeur firmly believed that if he had stayed on the field, he would have been the one to seal the victory for the Browns. However, his coach didn't give him that chance, and you could hear the disappointment in his voice as he expressed how he felt about being pulled at such a crucial moment.
The way it goes.
I was thankful that I was driving down the field and we scored.
Did you wish you had the ball in your hand in that moment to tie the game?
If I'm out there any play, I would wish I would always have the ball in my hand.
Shedeur frustration was completely justified. He had just delivered an unforgettable performance against the Titans, silencing all the critics along the way. Even though the Browns didn't come out victorious, Shedeur set a record that will be etched in history. He posted the highest number of touchdowns, passing yards, and rushing yards in a single game this season. With 4 touchdowns and over 364 rushing yards, more than the total yardage of the entire opposing team, Shedeur made it clear he was the player who deserved to finish the game.
I'm going to say it again. Kevin Stefanski must be fired. I'm going to say it again and again and again.
With Cam Newton's strong comments exposing Stefanski's questionable decision-making, the pressure on the Browns head coach has reached a boiling point. Cam didn't just criticize Stefanski's call to pull Shedeur from the game, but he also highlighted the deeper issue. It seemed like Stefanski wasn't just making a tactical error, but actively working against Shedeur's success. When a coach makes a move that not only undermines his best player, but also alienates the fan base, it's clear that the writing is on the wall. It's no longer just about one bad decision, it's about the bigger picture. Fans, analysts, and even players are all beginning to question Stefanski's leadership and his ability to guide the team to success. The fans have made their voices heard. They want change, and they want it now. The analyst community is echoing those sentiments, pointing out that Stefanski's actions have done more harm than good, and it's hard to ignore the growing sense that he's lost the locker room. Even players are inwardly frustrated, and that's a situation that's difficult to overcome, no matter how much talent a coach might have. At this point, it feels like a matter of time before Stefanski is either fired or pushed out. Even if he manages to escape the axe this season, it's increasingly clear that he won't be able to avoid it after the season ends. The pressure is mounting from every angle, and it's becoming impossible for the Browns to ignore the inevitable conclusion. A change is needed. Whether it's now or after the season, Stefanski's time in Cleveland seems to be running out. What do you think? Do you agree with Cam Newton's take on Stefanski's decision to pull Shedeur? Is it a fireable offense, or do you believe there's more to the story? How much longer can the Browns afford to keep Stefanski if the fan base, analysts, and even players are growing frustrated with his decisions? Do you think the Browns should make a move now, or is it better to wait until the end of the season? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. Your opinion matters.